Welcome to Lead with Clarity. This is a space for leaders who want to grow without losing themselves in the process. Each episode is a short reflection on leadership, influence, and the inner work that shapes how we show up for others. It's not hype, not noise, just clear thinking for the journey of leading well. Today's episode is entitled Empathy is the Precise Side of Leadership. Here we go. There is a word that makes a lot of executives uncomfortable: empathy. We treat it as the gentle thing, the thing for the people who are not tough enough to make hard calls. I want to challenge that today because I think we have the whole relationship backwards. The leaders I admire most are not soft. They're deeply attuned. And that attunement is the source of their strength, not a discount on it. Oprah Winfrey put it this way when she said, "Leadership is about empathy. It is about having the ability to relate to and connect with people for the purpose of inspiring and empowering their lives." Sit with the second half of that, the purpose. She doesn't say the purpose of empathy is to make people feel good. She says the purpose is to inspire and to empower. That is a high bar. That is work. I coached an executive once. Let's call him Bob. Bob ran a high-performing team and could not understand why his best person was disengaging. He told me he had given her everything: more money, a bigger title, a clearer path, and she was still pulling back. So I asked him a simple question: when did you last ask her what she actually wanted? He went quiet. He had been answering a question she never asked. He had assumed her ambition looked like his. It didn't. She wanted more ownership and less oversight. He was offering rewards. She was asking for trust. The fix was not a bigger package. The fix was paying attention. Here's where many leaders get it wrong. They think empathy means agreeing. They think it means lowering the standard, absorbing every complaint, becoming the person who never pushes. So they avoid it, because they believe leadership requires distance. That's the misread. Empathy is not agreement. Empathy is accuracy. It is the discipline of seeing a person clearly enough to lead them well. You can hold someone to the highest standard in the building and still understand exactly what they are carrying. In fact, you lead them better when you do. So let's reframe this. Empathy is not the opposite of high performance. It is the engine of it. People do their best work for someone who sees them, not someone who flatters them. Someone who notices. Someone who adjusts. Someone who connects the work to someone the person actually cares about. That connection is what turns compliance into commitment. And you cannot manufacture it from a distance. You have to be close enough to listen and humble enough to be wrong about what you assumed. Here's what I want you to carry this week. Pick one person you lead, not the one who is struggling loudly, the quiet one, the one who you have assumed is fine. And before you give them another instruction, ask them a real question about what they need. Then do the hard part. Stay quiet and listen to the whole answer. You may find, like Bob did, that you have been solving a problem they never had. Empathy is not the soft side of leadership. It is the precise side. It asks you to slow down when you would rather move fast, to listen past the first answer, to set your own agenda aside long enough to actually see the person in front of you. That is not a personality you're born with. It's a discipline you build. And the leaders who build it do not just manage people, they inspire them. They empower them. And years later, those are the leaders people still talk about.